I've got 3 spooky puzzles on my table today, because this is a special Halloween video. You're about to see me solve some of the hardest puzzles I've ever tried. Each one of them is tricky and scary difficult in its own way. Of course, one of them is the calendar puzzle, a puzzle with a challenge for every single day. It has 365 levels and comes in awesome pumpkin colors. Fits my today's mood, I guess. We set today's month and date using these squares. Then we take all of the different shaped pieces and try to fill the entire frame without leaving any gaps. When done right, it shows today's date, or any other one you choose. It's fun, difficult, and looks beautiful when finished. And this small box is called the Devil Puzzle. Yeah, that's the name of it, and it fits perfectly because it is insanely difficult one. Inside there are 4 oddly shaped pieces that look almost like a dance of fire. You need to fit them into one of 2 frames, easy and hard. Both are tricky, but hard truly lives up to its name. But let's start with this puzzle called Chain. It's in Halloween colors too, but honestly I prefer to call it a caramel chain. Just look at it. It really does look like a candy. The most unusual puzzle, because you won't find pieces shaped like this anywhere else. The goal is to fit the entire chain into the box and close the lid completely. Alright, let's start the timer and see how long it takes for me to solve it. The caramel chain has combined structure and consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 connected pieces, and all of them must fit inside this box. Easier said than done. It clearly needs to be folded more tight so the lid can actually close. Let's give it a try. Each piece and the box itself has a rectangular shape. If I combine them correctly, they should fit tightly inside. The width of one piece is just a bit smaller than the width of the box. That means a single link fits easily, but if I place another one right next to it in this way, the pair becomes too wide and won't fit. So that doesn't work. But if I shift the second piece slightly, like this, both fit perfectly. Okay, that might be the secret to solving this puzzle. But there aren't just 2 links, there are 5 of them. Let's check how many fit by height. Maybe one more layer fits like this? Yeah, that's probably the maximum depth we can use. So the depth is 1 full link plus a small edge, and the width is 1 piece plus a bit of its neighbor's edge. Got it? Okay, and now the question is, how do we fit all the others? That's the tricky part. Look at this. At least I've tried. These 3 pieces are completely hidden, the 4th sticks out a bit, and the 5th almost entirely. Okay, we have to try again. Nope, it doesn't work. But there is still a lot of unused space inside, so technically there has to be a better way to fit it in. And there it is. If we fold the chain symmetrically from the center, it fits perfectly, and the lid closes. That's a win in just 5 minutes. Wow, that was so satisfying. The caramel chain is solved, even though it looked impossible at first. But the next one is even more difficult. The Devil Puzzle. Let's take a closer look. Yes, I solved this one before, but it was years ago and I completely forgot how to do it. Though I do remember a really interesting story about this puzzle. I will tell you in progress. No one could solve it back then, and someone decided to make a computer program that analyzed every possible combination, each with its own complex unique shape, and even simulated the frame with all its curves. But even after trying every configuration, it couldn't find the correct solution for the hard level. That's why it's called the devil puzzle. So let's at least try the easy level. Each piece has a little square patterns that fit neatly in some spots, but not in the others. So that gives us a clue about where they might go. For example, this piece clearly won't fit into the left, it's too wide, so we'll look for a narrower section. Maybe this one fits there. Also look there, we need to minimize empty space. If there is a gap, we'll run out of room for the remaining pieces. Alright, this sharp piece fits nicely into this tricky corner. I think I can sacrifice a tiny gap here to make the rest work. At least I will try. Yes, done in 3 minutes! I guess muscle memory kicked in. And look, almost no empty space left. Just 3 minutes for such a difficult puzzle. And the most interesting part, even the computer couldn't solve this one. If you want me to try to solve it, write in the comments, solve hard level. And if you enjoy these kinds of challenges, subscribe, because I'm sure we'll have a lot of interesting puzzles to solve in the future. Now let's move to the calendar puzzle, 365 levels in one box. Let's set the date, let it be October 31st, Halloween night. And we'll see how difficult it's gonna be. And if you want to solve calendar or any other puzzle from my videos, check out the Etsy shop Cubastic 3D. I make all of the puzzles myself. Every purchase will be an incredible support for me and an interesting way to spend some time for you. Link in the description below. Okay, now I'm ready. Let's try to solve the October 31st. Wait, what? I solved it in 40 seconds? That's insane! Last time it took me over 30 minutes, and this time only 40 seconds? Wow, impressive! That's not all. We have 364 days to go. Yeah, I can keep it on my shelf, showing October 31st, and I will always know today's date. And if it's a different day, say my birthday, June 28th, let's try to solve that too. By the way, comment your birthday below. Maybe I'll choose your date in the next video. Let's see if I can solve this one. That should be more difficult, I guess. The trick is that no piece can fill spaces smaller than 5 squares, so you have to plan ahead. Always leave space for at least 5 squares. How did it happen? Just 2 minutes! I feel like a genius! This puzzle is incredibly interesting. I expected this to take at least 15 minutes each, but I've already done 2 dates so quickly. Alright, let's go harder. For instance, November 5th. 2 squares next to each other. Let's see how this one goes. Finally getting somewhere, I filled some space around our dates. Let's hope we can solve it from here. The hardest part is that every piece can fit in multiple orientations. Each piece can go on any side, even upside down or mirrored, which means there are a lot of ways to put a piece and nearly endless possibilities to solve this puzzle. why I didn't think of it first. This complicated piece fits right here, and these two can be combined in this way. Perfect. I don't know what's going on today, but I'm solving everything crazy fast. 4 minutes and 22 seconds for November 5th. This puzzle is amazing. Each date brings new emotions, and the best part, 365 daily challenges of different difficulties, which you can solve literally every day. Tell me in the comments which puzzle you liked the most, and remember to comment solve hard level for devil puzzle. You were on the Cubastic channel. See you in next video.